And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sea Prison Beyond the Steam. This once morning man, Bob Mob, Black Wild Card. We just had a very traumatic and dramatic experience. Uh, Apparently, someone's trying to kill Gvite, and I'm thinking it might be his own brother, Dream. Because as I said about Cain and Abel, that seems like he could be referring to Cain and Abel, the the sons of Adam and Eve in the Bible, and Cain had killed his own brother out of jealousy. I'm wondering if something similar is happening here. Following the attack on G5, we decided to hold off following further research activities. Nope. Wasn't like we had much choice though. Until the culprit was apprehended, there was a strong chance we'd be viewed as suspects. In fact, I could sense eyes on us wherever we went, as if we were under surveillance. It wasn't for our own protection. It's more like they were waiting for us to slip up and show our true colors. I felt like the forensic evidence from his wound and the timeline of events should have completely exonerated us, but it was up to this country's people to decide what constitutes justice, not us. And so, 3 days after the transition, he's awake? Yes. His first words out of his mouth was his talk out on the flat wall. That sounds like you, Fred. I'm relieved. Me too. That day sucked. No one was around when I got back from the canvas tables and there was blood everywhere. I was so scared. I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I wasn't scared, not at all. So when we came to see him, I've been pretty worried since they're not allowed. So can we see him? I've been pretty worried since they're not allowing visitors. They should be great on sneaking to check in on him. You would do that? Won't be the first time. Information broker is more than just a fancy title. There you go. Steve was eager to see all of you too. Allow them to check with the higher ups first. Even though I know Ben's acting unilaterally in the matter. Why do we have to listen to them? We're not even from here. What's the point? That's precisely why we need to follow the protocols. Outsiders will be easy. Okay, I guess so. As outsiders will be easy to pin the crap on us. You don't want to make it even easier for them, do you? Again, I was just ranting. He asked me if someone from the Jeremy camp was probably responsible. Yeah, that's how it seems. Jeremy camp? I mean, they don't really need two kings, do they? One culture, one ruler. I believe that's how it was before the flood anyway. Or any multiple candidates, they typically fought out and Seal got the throne. But Dream wouldn't do that, would he? They're brothers. So what? That doesn't make any difference. People have been training their own families since the dawn of time. They don't seem to get along that well or have a very high opinion of one another, do they? Not that I would know or care since I'm just an outsider. Pardon me, if I could have Roman's attention. King Dream summons you. Please report to his throne at once. King Dream? King Dream? Almost feels like you heard me talking about him. I don't want to go. Is it alright if I wait here? So this is what I was talking about. He's very much like Jeremy in that way. And hence I give him his voice from extra drop, which just like Molly did. Oh, Rick. Yeah, I know. Jeez, guards 1 and 2, you better keep me safe when anything happens. We've been told to wait here until the king was ready for us. First he makes us rush over, then he makes us wait. What do you think he summoned us for? He probably wants to ask about G-Fight. I'm surprised he didn't want to speak to us sooner. Yes, I agree. Even though we went out of our ways outsiders to treat his Buddha counterpart, he still didn't come to see us, even send messenger for that matter. Just as always said, two of them may be opposition. You would expect him to at least be concerned about the situation, though. Maybe he was waiting until his brother's condition was stable. If that were true, he still would have consulted with him. Ah, now I see. Must be keeping an eye on things for the shadows. Let's treat his brother because we were descended from the god of medicine, whatever, but at the end of the day, we're still outsiders. Why would he come to us or anything? Is that really how you see it? It's the only way I can see it. I realize it may be difficult considering the charmed life you've lived, but you should learn to be more suspicious. Otherwise, unscrupulous characters like me might take advantage of you. You're not an unscrupulous character, ADAGE. I don't want to be suspicious of other people. Although in a foreign country, that might be a luxury I can't afford. Looks like they're ready for us. We should go. Enter the room single file. Be 2 steps from proud. Supplies representative. Your Highness, the Sawar of his Javate has arrived. I have to find out if that means anything in any kind of language. Very good. The guards say, tell me he's talking about you. To assist for clarity, my gaze leaned on the pair of thrones. As for Jiva wasn't there. Something indescribably lonely about the empty sea. She remained silent. I wasn't unsure whether he was contemplating waiting for something. I wonder if I should speak first. But what should I say? Should I just be responsible? That would probably just make him more suspicious. I'm starting to wish someone would pause the proper etiquette for the situation like this one. Read the word. At once. What is he talking about? Do you find? Without his case, why wasn't he always seated his throne? Maybe it wasn't well enough to walk yet. Mystery only deepened. About a minute passed. Then the sound of multiple footsteps broke the silence. Your Highness, I have brought us Noir Love Veils to the St. Ewan, Elprid, Sirens. Cyrus, it's been a while. I'm glad to see you haven't changed. And that is, you put on a little weight? What? How could you tell? It's unsettling you to notice the difference. You seem healthier the last time I saw you. You were always so skinny. I think it looks good on you. Amazing how one adapts to a new environment. You don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing amazing about it. You could say the sun and sit on my days of self-neglect now. I'm free to stress my responsibilities in the hospital. Yeah. It's been so long since I've heard this change metaphor. It really is like you. Well, excuse me for being strange. This really isn't something we should discuss in front of a crowd. So help me out here. See, we're glad to see Sirens again. Don't be stupid. 1, we aren't that close. 2, we'd like to read the mood here. 3, maybe you should try to read the mood here too. Oh, I see. No mistake. The conversation settled between began to speak again. Seems so we're truly acquainted with one another. Yes, there are high-ranking officials in the Heights in their country. So they are royalty. No, the Heights doesn't operate on a monarchy like Enable. That's St. Ewan, our prince. the symbol of our nation, supports its people spiritually. Our creators point out government politicians. Mr. Hines is an upper-level official of the police force and organizations that are dedicated to maintain public safety.
Why did they come here?
Well, interesting. Yeah, sorry about that break, ladies and gentlemen. I would imagine, I think they're here because of Ulrich. All kept saying he was sure Elfie would come eventually.
What's up with his sack face? Oh, did he now? I never said that. Yes, you did. I heard it myself.
He talked as if it was a foregone conclusion.
Oh, now I see. Stop feeling like that sickening. As I said, so Jeremy, like, next time I see jump it. Then, if you allow me to explain, whoops. Our purpose of this country is curiosity, plain and simple.
Huh?
Curiosity, Christmas spirit, sense of playfulness. I went to see this place, so I hopped on cats and kids straight here. Sounds low with the ones of land. It said that it was quite intriguing. Kings are supposed to be the stuff of fairy tales. I stopped nothing to see a real life example.
That's why the three of you came?
It's more fun traveling with friends. Although this is the first time I've journeyed out this far. What a heart-pounding adventure it was. I could talk about it endless if you'd let me. Some things never change. Still as eccentric as ever. Double meaning there for eccentric as well as eccentric as if it said in front of himself. But it might have been offensive I did all talking. So starting now is crimes and trespass. This piece to turn the top of the head.
It's one shot again now? That was Elcrete for you. Let me count for a split second you would take over.
Exactly what I was saying.
So much for my peace and quiet. I ignored all the scrumbling chins I'd said so on Jimmy. I would apologize for that rude behavior. In response to your question, these people have come here because they share our interest in Cain Abel.
Indeed. I would advise you to keep us close to hand rather than drive us away. Despite my appearance, I can feel myself quite valuable. SK St. Yoon and Mr. Hines, that is. No disrespect towards the expedition, but we do happen to be worth much more than those four. And anyway, would you like to know about more about Beyond the Pond? Indeed. I need to respond to that.
But as if time stopped, we were all waiting for James to respond.
You may say, however, there are conditions.
What conditions?
All KG Black example, I will take responsibility for Elcrete, Goon, and Hines. As present, my suspicions concerning 3 Astronaut Lavelles Devite have yet to be resolved. Allowing you to fraternize with individuals under suspicion would be problematic. To prevent uncertain difficulties, your parties to refrain from contact with one another.
That sounds reasonable. In fact, it's rather generous, especially considering our current circumstances. Although there were restrictions, he was still welcoming 3 new people into his country. Gratefully for a kindness you can dream.
Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I must know. What are they being suspected of?
You see, Key Dream! Hmm? Oh, I thought it was one of the guards or something. I turned to the Queen Mother standing at the threshold with buns of cloth in her hand. Queen Mother Mayo, what is it? Awestruck, we all silently cleared a path for her. Goosebumps trickled ominously from my skin as she brushed past me. What is she going to do? Oh, my breath in anticipation. How dare you! My precious son! Your Highness! At ease. Start to start. What is the meaning of this, Queen Mother Mayo? All the audacious, despicable... Everyone, I want you to hear this! The one behind... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What I was afraid of. The one behind the contempt on King Jiva's life was none other than King Dream. Dream? I see. And your proof for this? Your own private guard confessed to under the interrogation. You still reckless guilty. You looked out. He took his own life while my servants were watching. What more proof do you need than the knife taken from the guard's house? The Queen Mother said, roughly untying the bundle she carried with him. Gained a weapon and she thrust it forward from me. Take a good look. The stain with his blood! My poor son! Both the servants now keenly aware of this. It was precisely why no one moved. We were too far away to do anything, and I just might only make things worse. She was calm and collected, a stark contrast to the Queen Mother's fiery rage. Taking eye contact with her, she placed his hand on the blade. Queen Mother Mayo, you are hard-setting yourself, so you may not be aware. That knife is an everyday item for a common person. It is typically used for cutting foods, such as vegetables or meat. It is no surprise that the object had blood human to it. What difference does that make? The deadly influence of our weapons represents. Even a fool can tell the culprit is other than yourself. After all, if I died, he would have stayed on the throne. He could have had the throne to himself, right? Or even if I survived, perhaps I might step down out of fear. Isn't that what you're thinking? Chief, you're alive and well. Apologies for making you wet, mother. And to you as well, King Julian. I've caused no small amount of trouble for you. I promise to make up for it, so please have mercy. How are you feeling? Can't have recovered already, surely. Incredulous as always, I see. I made tougher stuff than that. Though I'll admit it was a close call this time. Seems the gods saw fit for me to pull through. Apparently it was the sons of the sacred bird that saved me. I see. I'm relieved. Indeed. Unfortunately, the attack was so sudden I wasn't able to see who was behind it. But I survived, so all is well then as well, right? Alright, mother? No, it's not. It's not alright. I won't accept it. What are you saying? How can you laugh at a time like this, G-Right? You almost died. This man tried to kill you. Even though you're all I have left. Oh, mother, please don't cry. I plan to let it go, but I understand. It's so important that the culprit will be punished. But only after a thorough investigation. Don't have enough proof yet. Use all the proof you need! That knife doesn't prove a thing. Anyone can go just like that in the market. I would prefer to ask Kidri's private guard about, but unfortunately that is no longer an option.
We'll just have to gather more evidence.
Levi took the knife from his brother before plopping himself down the stove.
Phew. Honestly, I couldn't stand this scene. It's so cold and uncomfortable. But today, just for today, I rather like it. Makes me feel like I'm really back. Now, how should we proceed, King Dream? This meeting is over. But we haven't even done anything. So you should just be these three or something? I'm busy. Doing some wish. That is all. Alright, see you around, King Dream. Please don't scowl like that. You'll put wrinkles on your beautiful face. I'll see you back in your room. You all send to our guests. Yes, sir.
The rooms had been prepared for okay, the others were apparently on the opposite sides of past Mars, so we parted ways as surveyors of the throne. We'd finally been reunited after all this time, but it's now just the four of us again.
Knife, huh?
What is that, ADAGE?
How did she identify the weapon? All I did was treat him. Never said any speculation about the case. Was in that prayer room? Did she examine the wound was brought in? He was lay there dying?
Now that you mention it, she never visited him whilst he was recuperating, did she?
There once said this chamber would be my servants, and I never allowed them even near the patient. Even if someone is spying from the shadows, they couldn't have gotten a good look at this wound. That doesn't make sense. Though I'm glad the suspicious stuff to someone else. It doesn't feel good being accused of a crime you didn't commit. Too bad for Dream, though.
Yes, and this also means personal guard. If he wasn't a criminal, then he didn't have to die. That just makes the whole thing even darker.
I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't go poking your nose into things. We're outside here. We can't afford any missteps.
I know.
Do you? You take your job seriously, but you also touch Russian blindly. At the very least, leave me out of it. As a doctor, I'm our last line of defense.
I swear on my life. I can't sleep. It's probably because I can't stop thinking about what happened in the throne room. Should have been tired, but I was wide awake. Maybe if I go for a walk. I have to see my clothes. Thought I got better myself, but it's be okay.
Ah, jeez. That's how the whole thing started in the last game. In the original, she left her sword in a bedroom in her home, and that's what led to everything going all wrong for her in that game.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Then again, that's probably what Chief thought.
Okay, good.
I doubt he ever imagined he'd be protecting his own home. No, I certainly would have expected it. My house was where I first noticed these.
Okay, good on her. Good to know.
After a long deliberation, I fastened the gun towards my hip. Now I'll be safe for anything happens. I had hoped I might benefit someone, but the comedy was deserted. Crackling the flames was the only break in the silence. But everyone else is already asleep. Scrolled the list before probably going to the hall. The fresh shampoo brought before someone stepped on when footsteps? Someone's approaching from the corridor. Strained my eyes to see, but the darkness made it difficult.
What a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Levi? How are you recovering?
Well, thanks to you. The moon is particularly beautiful tonight, is it not?
Especially if nothing happened. Maybe it's a defense mechanism.
I understand some people do that. If they suffer trauma, they try to act like nothing happened.
So I guess I'm curiously so the soul move closer.
Don't you feel that thing? Our people revere the moon. Do yours not? Holds a special place for us. Our little god Dnieper was born with dawn, dies with the sunset, an endless cycle of death and rebirth. For us who drift on and break return change, the day is a time of life activity, and night is a time of death and quiet rest. Night robs the earth of its heat and its light. It blurs boundaries and masks the truth. But the moon alone guides us here in the desert. It is the eye of Dnieper which reads to us we might not lose our way. It is also a vessel. The moon collects the departed souls of the dead, purified of their sins by the black night, granting them a new life in the next world, a symbol of hope that waxes and wanes but never fades.
It sounds so mystical. We don't have any stories like that in the Heights. Why not? I don't know. Maybe it's because we have St. Ewan instead. Put all our faith in him.
Ah yes, the ageless and immortal one. Little squirt I bet earlier today had the same name, didn't he?
Disrespect that priest.
So that really was him after all. He just looks like a young lad. I see. I suppose there's no room for uncertainty when you have clear food from reckless beings. It's cold here. Cyrus, will you come to our room?
Your room?
Yes, I would like to continue this conversation. Is that alright?
Of course. I was having trouble sleeping anyway, so I'll pass the time.
You too? What a coincidence. So was I. Maybe it was all that time I spent unconscious, but I haven't been able to sleep a week. I'm glad I ran into you. Your hand, my princess? Okay, she's not gonna say anything about that, about my princess. That just sounds like he's trying to pose to her or something. Like this, I'll get you something more to drink. Make yourself at home.
Do you need my help?
What's my look like, a native lid? I just take care of myself. Just leave it to me.
Fine. That's what I said, but really I could never make myself comfortable in another person's room. My body was tense like it was participating in birth to me a whole once in a few years. Are these bottles full of medicine?
Oh, I just left those here. One is for pain, the other he called antibiotics, I think. He told me to finish them over the next week. Offer you practical treatment for this sensitive particular birth, don't you think?
I want to save the innocents by means. It was the only way we could get them to agree.
Haha, I understand. You don't want the son to get hurt, correct? He was doing his best. His best too. But it takes more than good intentions to save someone. Dozens of sacrificial sheep and the finest citizens in the country were enough to save the king's soul from the Pasha. If all would run into group earlier, he might still be alive. I suppose I'm lucky to have been spared myself. In time of death would certainly sent the country into turmoil. At worst, there might have been a total collapse. You have my sincerest gratitude. I owe my life.
As the one who did everything, you should be thanking him.
Ah, yes, his person told me many times how grateful I should be. It's not often you encounter someone so empathetic in this regard. He's a strange one. That reminds me, he also told me I would be dead if not for you, but he didn't explain the reason why. Do you happen to know?
He's proudly referring to my golden blood. Golden blood? Your blood is gold? Not literally. That's just what they call it because anyone can receive a transfusion from me. A transfusion? What's that? Oh, I should have explained. I'm not a doctor though, so I don't really understand specifics. Transfusion is when someone suffering blood loss or blood shortage or particular disease receives blood from another person. Another person's blood? Wasn't that dangerous? Can be, depending on blood types. Exactly. Also, if someone has any kind of disease themselves, they don't want to have them get that transferred to them. Of course, you have to ensure the blood type that is a specific kind of blood is compatible. My blood type is special, so I can give it to anyone. And that's why it's called golden blood. I see, so that's the thing that's in my life. To be honest, the thought of someone else's blood flowing through my veins is a little... I see. I can understand why it might be unsettling why you think of it like that. That's probably why I don't say anything. I'm sorry, I should have been more prudent. No, I was one who asked. You have nothing to apologize for. I owe my gratitude. Thank you, Cyrus. By the way, what about the perpetrator's identity? You got any more information? Who do you think it was? Why are you asking me? I'm just curious. I'd like to hear multiple perspectives. I see. I don't think it was Ken Dream. Why not? Because he's your family. I see. Very interesting. I'm glad I asked. Family members still fight in your country? There are regrettable incidents every now and then. Nothing is more important than family. We're all taught that from a young age. Is it different in K-Maple? It is. We believe in country before family. There are stories throughout our history and mythology of people who were forsaken for the good of the nation. Do you think it was Julian? No, my brother is innocent. And it's me without a word, but I couldn't let go. Size locks for mine and his face moved closer. Do you fight? I know who was attacked upon me. It was the Queen Mother. The one stopped in his tracks at his revolution too. I was close enough to provide Phil's breath. But why? On what basis? You wouldn't understand if I never told you. Don't make assumptions, indeed. What happens with you SG, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure. I won't understand anything if you don't tell me. There you go. Yes, I suppose that's true. Let go of the cup and sat in a nearby chair. On what basis? This is like someone else making the accusation. I suppose because that's how she is, it is a good enough reason. Chief, the Queen Mother is... Yes, she's my mother. And she has proof. She apprehended one of our private guardian and confiscated the weapon. The performance in the throne room was probably because he was getting anxious that her envoy hadn't returned. Any concerns about her son's well-being were secondary. Her tears, her words, it's all a lie. She's good, I'll grant her that. Her specialty is for preying on people's sympathies. I had intended to keep an eye on her, but it wasn't enough. Learned quite a bit from her. Maybe I should have seen this coming. She rose from common civilian to the ranks of Queen Mother. It's very impressive. You really think? Just like when you encountered the Queen Mother on the street the other day, he spoke up as if he was a complete stranger. Maybe I was uncomfortable with all this because I was outside and unfamiliar with this country's culture. He was the one who had almost died. Some mother was the culprit. Mary was always talking as if some gossip that didn't concern him. To be honest, it seemed more like I was more shocked than he was. Although he was probably getting for every turmoil, even if he didn't show it on the surface. On my way, I could see it really. People like me. If what you say is true, what are you going to do about it?
Regicide is a serious crime. Was it pronounced regicide? I'm not sure. Yeah, probably regicide because it's like regality and that kind of thing. Regicide is a serious crime, even if the attempt is unsuccessful. I have to hand down judgment. Your face says you're not convinced. What would you do in my place? Overlook it because he's family? Interesting. Hmm. Let's just see how long I've been recording. Hmm. Alright, yeah, okay, how do I do, there we are. Okay, oh wait a minute, there's all kinds of other safe spots, damn it. What is there? Oh well, hmm. Well, it's not me, it's Cyrus that's supposed to be saying this, and, I know that's how she probably looks at it. If we were in me, I'd let the law handle it. Not sure I could trust my own judgment. Although, what if you try talking with her about it first? She might have something to say for herself. That may well be. One would have to be insane to attempt to murder their own child without good reason. Ah, you're right. Try to talk with her, as you suggest. Given her standing, it could cause an uproar if the public suddenly found out what she did. I have to handle this through proper procedures. I wish we could stay like this forever, but I think your friend would try to kill me if he found out. So this time, say not. Kill you? Ah, too soon to be making jokes like that. I apologize for his poor taste. Thank you for a wonderful time. Good night, Cyrus. Hmm? Yeah, so I thought this was his perspective interesting. After escorting Cyrus back to your room, I went to the top floor of the palace. Royalty Chamber. Just as the name indicated, it was a room off limits to all of the royal family. Neither the royal guard or trusted advisors are permitted access. It was a sanctuary that existed since the founding of Knable. Shouldn't be much longer. Once I began, there would be no time to change my mind. The chill was pleasant. It reminded me I was still alive. Except, being kept alive for a reason. Though I was confident in my memory, there were gaps surrounding my attack. I remember the pain in my back, shivering cold, feeling of suffocation, a voice calling my name, in the presence of the shaman. Everything after that was blank, and the next thing I knew, I was laying in bed on my own room. Chords of the Sims, the party from beyond the fog were sons of the sacred bird Pesivert, and they said, saved my life to secret knowledge. If it hadn't been for them, the darkness would have consumed me by now. Saved by a miracle. It's undoubted proof of the gods that my work wasn't here yet. Ah, looks like she's here. Something I could do. I would only have one chance. Failure was an option.
And that's going to be the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen. To keep this from getting too long, so if you dig what I'm doing, please give us a subscribe and I'll also back fairly well.